breaking through the glass ceiling, secrets to being a successful entrepreneur and having a life really comes down to three core areas and mastering those, which are your inner game, your outer game, and hiring your pit crew. Your inner game is really all about mindset. Anybody from Napoleon Hill up to modern day entrepreneurs will tell you that mindset really plays a big role in success. So how do you do that? What does that mean? And it's things like knowing that we all get off track. The difference between being successful and not is how fast you get back on track. And knowing that the universe has your back. What you focus on expands, and being grateful. So when you set a goal, most people then just sit around and focus on, okay, where's the result? But it's not about that. It's about finding the opportunities in your business that will allow you to reach that goal. And when you're focused on the good things, you tend to just see more opportunities, things that other people miss that you can now act on and get results with. And setting boundaries. And this is really an inner game thing because it's hard. I find that your clients will gladly respect your boundaries, but we are so afraid of telling people what our boundaries are. So how do you do that so that you can get your work done in the amount of time that you have and then go have a life? Because that's really what it's all about. So that's mastering your inner game. The outer game is about those tangible things that you do in your business. What are the actual tactics that you use? For me, it's having a Sunday meeting so that I can plan out my week. I only have to be inventive and creative once a week instead of every day. And I make sure that I get those busy tasks done for my current business. And then I can focus on long-term tasks. What are the things I need to do to bring in future business and be proactive? And then lastly, I'll focus on what are my projects. It might be a business development thing, a marketing piece. What are those other things I need to make sure that I get done at the end of the week? So when Friday afternoon comes and I look at my list, I know that I've not only done what needed to be done in the short term, but also for my long-term business. Because as we all know, you need to do business today, but you also need to do it a couple months from now. And then thirdly is hiring your pit crew. I'm a big believer that you can do it all, but you cannot do it all yourself. So what are those different ways that you can get support, whether it's in your business life or your personal life, so that you can start removing those roadblocks? Because for most people, it seems like that's one of their biggest issues for moving forward. It's just there's too much on their plate. How do they get it all done? Or there's things they're not good at. So they're struggling for hours on end. I know for me, I had to switch my website over to a different service provider, and it was supposed to be really easy, so I thought I'd do it myself. It took me, seriously, I think 3 weeks of frustration. I never did figure it out. And then when I finally hired my web guy to do it, it took him an hour to switch it all over and be done. So, how do you get those 3 weeks back so that I could go do something productive, quite honestly, make more money, than figuring out how to do something that I'm not good at and I really don't care about? So those are the three core areas: inner game, outer game, and your pit crew. And I think bringing that to a panel of women who are actively in the industry will be so helpful, because we can really get their insights on it, which will then help to encourage the other women that are there to feel like they can do it too. Because I know when people struggle, it's so easy to feel like you're the only one struggling. Everybody else has it figured out. How do you do it? You can't get it done. There's no way to figure it out. And to then be able to get that encouragement from other people that they really feel attached to and feel are relevant, I think it's going to make a big difference.